It's Madden NFL 23, and there's no love lost between these NFC South foes. It's the Buccaneers and the Saints. All that and more coming up next.
The first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Saints, Will Lutz has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Well, for a little bit we thought his story had concluded, but not to be. Here's Tom Brady in his 23rd NFL season, leading the Bucs offense out once again.
For 1 month, many people thought they'd seen the end of the greatest quarterback career in league history. Of course, there were others who expected Tom Brady to come back, and he did so 40 days later for a 23rd NFL season. Leading the league in completions, yards, and touchdowns at age 44, he showed that he's as good as ever. But of course, losing in the divisional round, not the way he wanted to go out in his final game. For TB12, it's Lombardi trophies or bust.
16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady.
He'll drop this off for Bernard.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
Be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no in the NFL, pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Second and 11 at the 41.
Now Brady. And his throw here's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And a pretty nice tackle there. Ranging up from his free safety spot is going to stop him about a yard short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Deontay Hardy deep for New Orleans.
He was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Now here come the Saints about to begin their first possession. And the man in charge of this offense, his 8th season now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Jameis Winston.
It was terrible to see Jameis Winston suffer his torn ACL last season because he had the Saints rolling in his first year running the show in New Orleans. They went 5-2 in his starts, and they were just 4-6 after he was injured. And how about this? He only threw 3 interceptions, really addressing the big concern people had from his time as a starter in Tampa. New Orleans, they plan to roll with him for a second season and hope that last year's performance will carry over in a full season.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And he's got room. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing it for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Winston. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Brady. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced some completions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Winston to give. It's Kamara.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
But they got off the field on series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
4th down, Winston. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they come up now 2nd and goal. Fournette again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bucs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
And now it's blocked. The Saints have got it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This will be fielded inside the 5. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play fake. Winston. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Kamara up the middle. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Here we go with Kamara. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision, because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and tried to connect all the way back to the right.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
On 3rd down, Winston. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Jameis to throw it. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Winston. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown! Jarvis Landry. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Saints are an extra point away now from moving out in front. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Will Lutz on for the point after. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. A 10-play drive that time.
And it's Jarvis Landry who finishes it off with a touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Get a look at receiver Chris Godwin as this offense returns for their next drive.
He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter.
Brady's throw on target to Godwin here.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw, it's Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 33.
We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action. Winston.
Throw left side complete to Troutman.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Ready.
A first down throw for Winston. Going deep here for Landry. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jarvis Landry. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played, the analytics, there's going to be a lot more going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's caught by Mike Evans. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Brady now on first down.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Brady now to throw. He's got a man complete. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Succop's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half for those on the ground, as they'll try to keep the momentum going. Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments.
Lead and set to receive the kick.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep now for Landry. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Brady now on 1st down. And he's got it. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. Now Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cade Otton, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Buccaneers have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Brady's going to look to throw. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. William Golston able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on the keeper the moment it revealed itself.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Winston now.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
Oh, you know that did not feel good. Vita Vea with the sack there. And we know he's a big-time presence on the defensive line, especially against the run. But he'll surprise you with his quickness and his upfield agility in order to get to the quarterback. If you're blocking him, it's going to be a long afternoon or evening, a tough proposition.
Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Now Winston on 4th down.
Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Throwing, Winston. Looking long for Thomas. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Somehow I feel he's going to hear the same thing when he gets to the sidelines after this series. So close to the first down marker. Just tuck it and run for the first down. No sense trying to throw it downfield. And that one falls incomplete.
40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Play action now, Winston. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up.
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston.
And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line.
And he'll start with a give to Kamara.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Touchdown, New Orleans!
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Wants to try to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And when you've thrown as many many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
Now Brady got to have this one. And Rudolph has it, the tight end.
And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now Brady again. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. A draw play. Bernard. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On 1st down, Brady. On the screen, Bernard. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now Brady. This is caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Buccaneers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
They'll try and run with Bernard. But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, it stopped him in a big one.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. There he goes again.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.